So Grizzly just went up in the air.
I don't think we have.
And I'm gonna put myself over here, so if they need me, they meet me. But what is up, guys? My name is Liru, and it's time for some more Cold War. Now, you're probably looking at this, if you're a veteran Zeus, and going, oh my god, what's with all the crap that's already spawned in? But it's actually not that bad. I've been using a lot of garrison features, both for infantry, in buildings, and standing out and about, so they all, you know, hold their positions here. I've got a lot of roaming patrols, and since it's Everon and there's only like 20 people up, so I think we're gonna have at most 25 people playing today, the server won't be that bad. I mean, if we look at frames right now, I mean, pulling 60, bouncing between 58 and 65, it should be fine. We won't dip below 30. But let me explain some of the stuff I have built for this operation. First off, its premise is they cleared out this FOB, but we've been sending patrols deeper into Everon, and they've been skirmishing with random patrols of Soviet-backed insurgents. So it's been back and forth. So we're going to send our main force now
welcome to Tomcat.
to check out the
taking over
following
ground
four
command, and Teacher taking over
locations.
JTAC.
Copy that. I got a couple anti-air
Montignac.
fucking marks
Entre deux,
on my radar.
Deuce, and a military base that is unmarked,
And
or excuse me, unnamed on the map.
50 check.
So, over at Garnot, it has a few guys. I'm using the Middle Eastern civilians kind of as my like racial aspect here. I'm saying there's a bit of hatred going on with these Soviet insurgents because of what's going on with the Mujahideen war, and they're getting hugely oppressed. So I've got this going here. All the other civilians have fled. Over at the main town itself, I actually don't really have that much here. This is just, you know, it's the Middle Eastern civilians kind of doing their own thing. You know, there's not really any war-torn here, but there's a barn over here that is garrisoned by the enemy. Also, up the road, I do have some static set up overwatching the road, as well as a squad that's in a garrison, but it's done that way so they stay in a static position, and they're here at this ambush point. And these Middle Eastern guys were engaged so they didn't trip the mines I have set up, because we're waiting for the US guys to come down. And those will det if any tracked vehicles go over them. So if they're bringing any 113s, which they are, and it looks like they are fully loading this puppy. By the way, the 113s are still a bit buggy, the ones with the turrets, due to the Arma, the Tanks DLC update with RHS, so we're still waiting on RHS to fix it. Over here, unmarked, I've got an early Mi-24 ready to go, and I've got a BMP-1 on standby. I'm hoping Air will be able to recon that and schwack it, otherwise, you know, if they come over here, this will come to reinforce that position. This is High Command, send traffic, ground command.
Do we have a couple extra binoculars for my JTAC and myself?
Budget cuts. I mean, if you have team leaders with binoculars, I guess you gotta pass them. Anyway, I've got some,
Currently, only I have binoculars, which means one binoculars for the entire ground force.
budget cuts. Ask Pogo why he doesn't have them in those slots, because he's the one that made these presets, so. Anyway, I've got some marksmen overwatching this right side. And I've got, you know, again, some patrols going around. I've got an AA position with the ZSU over here. Another AA position cranked up over here. They already have it marked as a ZSU camp. And then the military base, I not only have a ZSU, but I've got 3 guys with Iglas ready to go. And then, you know, marksmen on all the towers. But nothing too much here because the insurgents are going to be able to predict that, you know, the U.S. military is probably going to prioritize these types of bases. And then, you know, some other positions, full garrisons and whatnot. And then the other part I have over here, because I like to do some immersion stuff, and I already said they don't really like the Middle Eastern guys. Yeah. Once again, this doesn't reflect... I would hope social justice warriors realize, even though they don't have really big brains, that this does not reflect any actual views that anybody has. This is what immersion is. So please don't spam me with death threats in my YouTube. I already gotten that multiple times, and my only response to it is come and get me, bitch. So we'll see the player base come in, and otherwise, one other tactic I have is these Urals. In order to prevent them from doing patrols, I have them all ready to go inside the Ural. That way, if they get close and they're spotted, or if you hear gunshots, I'm gonna hit G key on these guys individually by selecting that unit, go to edit, highlights all of them, and then just one at a time, use the arrow key to go down and hit the G key. And that'll make them all get out one by one at a very rapid rate. So I'm playing more of a defensive guerrilla-style war, because if anyone remembers the last Everon op we did, when I tried to bring these reinforcements up, they got schwacked by air, so I'm changing my tactics a bit. Any boat patrols? Boats would get schwacked by air. Me thinking as the enemy commander, it's not worth it. We do have a little dock down here, but we also don't really have any Cold War era boats to use, so... You know, I'm twitchy on that. Otherwise, this is what we got. This is what we'll stick with, and that's how we'll rock. So I'm just tabbing out real quick to fix something stream side. There we go. And then after this, I'm going to be playing some postscriptum. TSB is going to get a server, so if you don't like Arma, but you want to play World War II version of Squad, we'll have that going. Also, I'm tracking a new mod that I recently found called Frontline, which basically turns Arma into Squad, and you'll probably see some content on that as well as Postscriptum coming up in the next week or two. Yeah, Tootie, don't team kill me again, bro. You team killed the medic. I think everyone hated you after that. Anyway, we'll see where they go. I'm on their long-range comms. They're coordinating with air.
Ground,
and I think they're also working to get an Apache up.
This is infantry. We're just driving down the badlands
She's
area.
already up.
We're just clearing a campfire.
And then Makarov's going to get the A-10.
Roger that.
These little bastards. What bugs me about the A-10s here is, their GBUs, or excuse me, their cluster bombs that are AT, the bomblets, that's what they are. They will basically auto-seek, vehicles and insta-kill them, like a single bomblet. And each bomb has like 15 bomblets, so if anyone remembers what happened here when they dropped a single cluster bomb and every piece of armor, like around this circle I'm drawing, died because everything was just dead on accurate. It was like, what the fuck? Looks like they're getting a second 1113 down. Or double 13. Never mind. Thinking of the 1117 ASV. But from what I can hear, it doesn't sound like... Oh yeah, and I got a little truck ZSU positioned back here. I've, you know, in fear of the airstrikes that happened over here... I've, you know, kind of tried to adapt my troops to, you know, face enemy units. And I think regardless of whether or not we do random streams of missions or campaigns, I think no matter what, I'll be adapting my force. Because, in all honesty, I think just to, you know, deny the player base so it's not boring for them so they do the same strategy every single time, let's try to do some dynamic stuff. That way it keeps them, you know, thinking on their feet, similar to how we've been doing the Friday streams.
Infantry, we're pushing on. The camp was already emptied. There was just one dead guy and a machine gun.
And yesterday I finally, like, was able to force them to pull back. So we'll just keep updating things accordingly. And yeah, I left the statics here, and there's a few dead guys.
Clear mark and hold. We're getting
hey,
all
Red
recon planes up now.
I hope you keep enjoying them, man. Thanks.
Understood.
Yeah, Postscriptum, I will say, does need a little bit of optimization, but I was, in the hour or so I played, I was just being a medic, reviving people and shooting people with my Car 98. I really want to be able to loot enemy guns, though. You know, have a, like, even spend, like, 30 seconds, you know, going through there, you know, doing an animation to be picking up their ammo and shit. Because, good God, I hate the Car 98. Good fucking God, man. Yeah, so as you can see, this is their main force getting out. Now, I just realized we probably want to lock all of these so they can't get in them and use them to their own advantage. Because that would be a bit silly. Wouldn't you agree that U.S. forces are able to understand how to drive Russian gear? What year is this again? I think this one is 1976. Yeah. So A-10s, this is the field test for the A-10s, quote unquote. That's why we have a few down, because they didn't enter official service till another few years later. A3 BB, thank you so much for the sub, man. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you are enjoying this one. Well, the thing is, in Squad and Postscriptum and PvP Arma, I'm always one of those guys that likes to outflank the enemy. And, you know, it's fun to, you know, get around them, get the first drop on them, and kill them, and they all look confused. But with a bolt-action gun, you only get one shot per, like, 3 seconds. So if you come across, like, a squad of people, sure, you can prioritize the medic, but it's like, I want to kill them all,
Ground,
too.
this is the infantry. We're holding at the black
Hippity-hoppity.
clear mark.
So they'll be coming up here. We'll see all this going. How do you get in the subscribe room? By probably being a subscriber. I don't read the subscriber room, though, because I can only pick one chat to monitor at a time, so I usually do the general.
Ground units, be advised, air has spotted some time of Shilka to your west of that FOB.
Yeah, so they're talking about this position. That's just a BMP-1, and I've got an
Is it mobile
MI-24.
or stationary?
Basically, how I have this plan is trap will get triggered. If the SPG-9 has eyes on, it'll fire at their vehicles. I'll have reinforcements come over here, and then the gunship and the BMP cut through. And they already
to your
sighted
southwest. There's some kind of compound down there.
Yeah, hippity-hoppity, get off my property, right?
I see the map. The one marked gunship BMP.
Affirm.
Hey, righto, tank to crate. Ah, bugged out again. Hold on.
There's also a suspected ZSU somewhere over there. It's
There we
popping
go.
up on Air's radar. If you want to
Looks like they also brought a
ground
tow
forces,
missile launcher in one of their
try to neutralize that. I'll probably
113s.
retask you afterwards to the town just southeast of that.
Understood. We'll push out. Do you
Yeah,
want the vehicle
Makarov's
to stay
Swedish.
at the cleared camp?
We have a lot of different nationalities within my community,
It has a TOW-2 missile in it.
which is pretty interesting. I'd say, like, the higher up you
I
go,
mean,
the more Europeans we have, but the lower you go,
Because
the
you
more
only have
Americans
one
we
guy
have.
like operating it, just incorporate that into your squad, use it as you
Coincidence?
need it.
I think not.
Understood. We'll push forward with the vehicle then. Be safer that way.
Hey, Dove is here. Yeah, it's everyone that says they're liking the content. I hope you do keep liking it. With Green 4, a lot of time went into prepping everything new. And I guess the content's only going to get better because Postscriptum, a few other things coming out. The only thing I will admit is we'll probably start seeing a little less Star Wars content, because the Star Wars stuff has been, that's a whole different can of worms, and I don't really want to get into it right now, but it's just been a mess. Oop, that was a little glitch. Can I add White Death Cold War Sniper? I don't know what that one is though. I don't know everything, guys. Alright. So I know Andrewza is playing ground command right now. My question is, where are they going to go? Are they going to actually charge my BMP position here? Because, I mean, if they could stealthily set up a tow missile launcher, they could bombard these two things, but I don't think there's going to be any good. Maybe the top of that hill. But that's cutting it very close, and if I hear them, the infantry is going to, like, walk up and tell the tanks there's a problem. Then I got this squad to also, you know, displace around. Looks like they're coming in here, though, so we're probably having an engagement right here. That's a shame. They're not going to come down to my ambush. White Death was a crazy good sniper. Fair.
Cobra 2.
I'll also be adjusting the difficulty on the fly based off what's going on. This is High Command, send traffic, Cobra.
The repair truck at base doesn't actually allow us to repair.
It's 50-50. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll do it for you. Sometimes the repair
copy.
fix
We
works,
just tried to use it,
sometimes
let
they
us.
don't. Roger, just land by it in the future and I'll repair it for you, okay?
Solid copy.
Skadoosh, once you get eyes on that camp area, just hold there.
Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Oh god, they're breaking apart.
Yeah, no, just keep to the trees. Don't go to the open.
Alright, let's get that going. I do have two full-skilled snipers overwatching the other side.
Yeah, the BMP is in the open between the two buildings.
Understood. We'll just use the tow to missile to neutralize the BMP safely.
Yeah, so they're gonna use a tow on it. It's gonna make me pick this thing up and just start strafing the damn force and these guys in after that. Let's see how they're setting up here.
That king, hold there.
So I think that's, yeah, Andrew's right there. He's trying to get the tow launcher out, which is in the inventory of this Vic.
This is the attack to High Command, requesting repairs on the helicopter at base.
How did you guys already hit the helicopter?
Adventure and Magic, over.
Solid, it's been repaired, or at least what I can do. Yeah, from this range, I can't really see any movement down there anyway. Any ground elements? This is High Command. I hope you have a 2IC, because we all know what happens when you put Andrewza as command.
Yeah, I
I'm no
told him
longer
to assign...
IC anymore. I'm just leading infantry.
Yeah, and you have a 2IC for the squad, right?
That's why I'm saying that.
Hey, High Command, this is the attack. The repair doesn't work. Can you use the copy, the helicopter? Paste it again.
Good job, High Command.
Yeah, I didn't let me copy it.
Skadoosh, where were you? Did you get eyes on the BMP? What exact location were you?
I took it out and repasted it.
Wait one, I'll move back to you.
That's what you get. So what happened there was because it was placed in Eden, it takes like up to 2 seconds for it to delete itself. And thus that happened, because I repasted it before it officially deleted itself, and I put that in air quotes. Oh. But templates are templates. Bring the salt. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Tootie, I'll take care of the Discord bot. I've been busy with a lot of stupid Arma-related stuff.
I think
Oh, we have a
follow
US
behind
guy
us,
with the Bavlaka on,
but
like,
keep
good
distance.
God.
The BMP is close by.
I'm waiting to see if these guys aggro the Soviets so I have an excuse to mobilize all of that and send it up.
Distance. Follow.
Come on.
Andrew, you should have clear
Oh, I'm an
marker
idiot.
from over here
I'm
a
an
little
idiot. Oh, because Pogo was joining. Why are we getting desync right now? Oh, well,
Hey, Alpha, I've got ears on that BMP.
they just provoked it.
Be advised, gunship is taking off.
That guy started moving on his own, so... Huh. We're already twitchy as fuck. But I was thinking I'd remove the grass today, but now keep it
Ground,
on.
this will take cover for now. Air's coming in on that helicopter.
I have eyes on the BMP as well.
Roger, have your guys get down.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm taking out the BMP now before the time of the helicopter crash.
Alright,
Yep,
let's go
take out that
secure that
BMP.
crash site. Nope, that BMP's down.
Vehicle is decrewed.
There's the A-10 coming in. Good God. Well, there's that. I wonder if the ZSUs are going to get lined up on her.
Alright, Alpha vehicles are down.
Alright, let me reset the damn
Ratching,
global
I'm off the
statistic.
toes. Come up and lift us.
Contact
We're putting in.
Southwest Patrol moving up.
And it's daytime, so let's get that going. Guys, I just gave you an order. You should really follow it. Especially since we hear the gunfire now.
Dude, have your squad suppress the area.
Alright, so my guys are down. Thinking let's spawn in a squad, break them all apart. Put them in that forest so we can task them later. Iceberg's coming in now with the helicopter. My guys are firing on their backs.
Contact east.
It's just a firing line. Some of them healing in the open. Definitely effective. I got a few of them with it. Here, we're taking casualties. Let me see if I can get some smoke grenades going. Give us some cover so we can displace to the right. There's the burning helicopter. Now let me see if I can pull them back. Or they're gonna ignore my orders and keep going. Little bit of administration.
I got a casualty on the far right of our line here.
Understood. I also took a couple of shots at the fall back a little bit.
Alright, so he's firing at his lights through there, that's why. They're just suppressing back and forth. I'm trying to grab all these 3 guys. Oh my god. They just gun run to town. Well, those guys died though, which is great, but still, just be careful about doing that sort of shit. So I got 2 guys pulled back.
This is Arma.
So now these 2 guys come up, I
And
still
I
got
got a
those infantry
reinsert or
coming in.
insert or whatever.
Roger, we'll send a bit back for
I
you.
just heard something
It'll
go
be there
boom.
probably in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I can't seem to see what
Have
went
that
boom.
Vic pick up the guy that's running along the road as well.
Here, can I task one of my AA boys to come out?
Seduce, status report. Anyone down?
Right side I had Lolo. Yeah,
Have him
right side
come over
Lolo's
here.
still
He's gonna have a long walk, but
Understood. Can you extract him?
A-frame, we should be able to move him. Actually, be advised, pretty much everybody in my squad is now movement crippled.
Alright, Alpha, if you have a team that's able to keep moving,
That's a
try
nice
to
scope.
push towards the original direction to the west.
Lolo. Sorry, Seduce, I popped purple
Great.
smoke by your medic. So you can just bring your wounded back to the medic here.
no, you fucking retard. Stay in the Vic.
Arma Alpha.
Go ahead, Arma.
You can load up your guys in them on my feedback while we move. We got feedback and stocks.
No, we're going to assault this checkpoint now. We still need to clear it with the
Here, I
BMP
gotta
and
set these
helicopter
guys
was.
to careless so they don't jump out, and then when I need them, I'll have them hop out.
I'm going to take everyone that's fighting and we're going to push in.
And these guys, I'm gonna have to start massing over here. Try to do a counterattack.
Alright, Alpha, are you able to have a team mobile?
And this guy, he needs to just go with all deliberate
Andrews is
speed.
currently gathering the combat ready.
Roger. Once he has them ready, I want him to push and
Send 'em
clear
on
out the
foot.
town, and then we'll move southeast.
So vehicles coming back. Can I get a machine gunner? Because I hear that chopper.
You just have one team moving to the town, one team assisting with casualties. You don't need all the guys assisting with casualties.
Yeah, I'm making sure that everyone was collected.
Got it.
Here's what I am going to do. I'm going to call in a ZU truck to come in and give me some help here. So ZU... We'll use the Checkadee insurgents, say they're dressed up, blah blah blah. And I want this puppy to pull up over here. We'll work with that. Go from there. Ah, come on. Worst radio integrity I've ever heard? There's worse. We've had much worse. I've been part of groups that have had much worse as well, but it's just meant to be communication. So we're gonna set up back here because there's still that damn helicopter staying over. Yeah, so that machine gun's engaging her. Let me see if I can do anything with the SPG-9.
Andrews, be advised, there are contacts southeast firing in the trees.
Understood.
We don't have eyes on them from here, but they're firing at the heli.
So that position just got strafed, so let's ungarrison this group and have them all pull back.
Okay, this area is clear. There was just a helicopter and the BMP by the looks of it.
Break, this is Arma. I'm hearing sound of a vehicle tracked southeast in 150.
And this guy's coming back for more, apparently.
Air, can you task our air assets on that?
I don't know why. Let's see, where's that, Oh, it's going up this really steep hill, that's what.
Cannot tell, it's in the trees, I think. Close enough to be just.
Shit, I shouldn't have touched him because the SPG-9 guy, he adjusted himself.
Andrews, would be advised I took most of my blue team south. I think you have one of my guys.
Alright, Alpha, once you regroup, try to push towards the town of Gravette to the southeast.
They're pulling back. That guy, I guess he's picked a recon job and he's opening fire with them. Alright, come on, where is that Ural? Alright, Ural's coming in.
Andrews, did you guys have eyes on those shots? Those are behind us to our northeast.
I'm gonna bring it in.
Negative. We're not taking the shots by us, so...
Yeah, the shots aren't on them, the shots are on the helicopter.
This is I think you just set the shots as it popped by them on one plate.
A-firm, blue, 4 of blue, 3 and myself are on the edge of the tree line to the south end. We'll push back through.
Oh, come on!
We're taking contacts, yeah, where the M113 was. By the blue smoke.
He had to have gotten hit by some of it, yes he did.
A-firm, my team's starting to sweep back north and move a little east, so watch
Alright, I want you to remaneuver over here. Stay on an overwatch, they got hit,
Hey,
so...
ground command, all air units are RTBing to rearm or repair.
Mate, that thing stops pretty well.
I got them there.
Alpha, this is Armor.
Gonna give it a minute, because they blew up before they could radio anything. I think these guys are all unconscious anyway.
Looking for the Alpha Squad net, trying to get these guys ready to go for you.
Let's see. They would have flown over those marksmen, the marksmen would have watched them go back, so now we're going to begin our counterattack. And they're engaging that one guy. Alright, let's see. Reinforcements. I'm going to create an LZ down here. We're going to do a rally point over in this forest.
Advise, be careful on those frags. Part of blue team is direct east of somebody who's just moving to our west here.
And I'll spawn them in here.
Okay, we took a casualty by us now.
Alright, so Op 4, this is the control of vehicles, so we'll do MSV, not APCs,
blue is, my part of blue is moving up to the destroyed gunship right now.
Ural, and then Soviet forces, and we're going to utilize squadrons here.
Alpha, what's your status right now?
Takes it a few times.
Alpha cleared out the BMP marker of the helicopter was, and as they fell back into the forest, it took fire.
There we go. Just have it follow the forest, and then it'll come around on this road.
Now.
Alright.
And then those, the next
once
two
you're
will
all
have
green,
stopped
start
up
moving
here.
south, move to that next town.
Let's bump our skills up a little bit. So I killed my scout. And I'm sending the rest of my stuff in at this time. These guys are dead, so we might as well just kill them off. But I have these mines down just in case anything happens. Alright, you are supposed to be facing that way, silly. And where's my AA guy?
The ground, everyone's got a short range is on 60. But they're also on 50 because before you came on, it was just me and Skadoosh.
So how's air doing here? Yeah, so they're subbing that out for a different one. It's fair. On the A10, it's lined up. I'm pretty sure, I guess maybe, no, we did have Playboy back then. So we have a Playboy F-14. That's always nice.
Alpha, we may have that's coming in bang 200 infantry. Just coming into the forest right now.
So here come my
Alpha,
reinforcements.
you should push and then meet to engage the contacts. Don't just sit here.
Bang 200, you say?
As far as I'm concerned, there's no ZF people in this group.
Foolish. They're on the right-hand side right
You could
now.
still join in right now, but... Yeah, there's 25 people. It looks like there's still 3 people in lobby trying to
You've got
jump in.
infantry with you. Push forward. I'm waiting at the casualty.
Be advised, contact close, less than 10 meters.
That guy just got knocked unconscious. How do you guys not see them right there? Why are you looking to the left? Oh, they got set to defend only. Fuck me. I hate that. They'll randomly switch over to defend only. They won't fire unless fired upon. So yeah, and since they're all set to individual, that's not gonna let them fire. Ah, idiots. Fucking idiots. Alright, so I'm basically running out of AA capability here. I gotta ferry some more from the front line. I'll do one more. And I'll put that piece over here. Put it a bit in the open like that. That way it's still in a bit of cover.
Andrews, be advised that contact is cleared.
Yeah, so they also all decided to form the ultimate human centipede right there and all die on me, so that's a bit shameful. But I have the other reinforcements coming in at this time. And it looks like instead they're just going to cut
link
through
up
and
to
come
the
up right
stragglers,
there.
yeah, that were casualties and everything.
That's nice, because normally the AI would make it follow the road all the way around.
Being packed right now, and that was one-time squad that came in on us with their dead.
I hear that fucking helicopter again. Oh. I've got an iron sight. And that sounds like my reinforcements coming in. Come on.
Andrews, I believe I'm just north of you right now.
Yeah, I see you on the map. I'm gonna hold by this tree line. Link up us when you're done.
They just veered right.
Infantry. We're waiting on your go ahead to move into the town.
And flared, so something made them pull back. I'm not sure if that was my Igla gunner. Or what. No, it wasn't him. Something over here is firing AA, though.
Ground, is the infantry clear to move in?
So I'm gonna veer him around. Otherwise, these guys are also a bit aggroed. Gonna set those Fruit Loops to fire. It will engage it well.
Andrews, this is Yitek. You got dismounted infantry from a Ural on the other side of this hill near the town.
This other group isn't going out. So I'm sending them in accordingly. So now I'm deleting their movement markers since they figured that out. So now hopefully they will RTB. Yep. One of them's already doing it. The other one is still being retarded. Ugh. Alright, so one squad's heading back in. The other one should be following suit. Yeah, thanks for the bits, Squirrel. Yeah, they had to have a lock on, because otherwise there's no point in flaring. They wouldn't get a warning. I got one squad going in, and this car... There, he just fixed himself. This possibly made them spook. But I'm gonna veer them on the right, keep them in defilade, but that'll
M113 is covered.
turn them to the left so they are exposed
Yeah,
a
the
bit
M113's
more.
also got the tow, so if you see any access, you can deploy it.
Try to pop some smoke. You guys... break over and flank them if you can. Let me grab a machine gunner and join them. Yeah, he just poked his head up.
Be advised for contact from the west still.
Granada! Granada!
Remember, Alpha, if you have targets needed air to hit, call them out on 50.
Magic missile! Magic missile!
Yeah, be advised right now we're taking contacts from the west through the smoke cloud.
There I go. So I saw quite a few guys down in the open right there. Yeah, so that forward element got hit pretty bad. The rest of them are healing, but yeah, there's 3 guys over here that are gonna need some help.
Our objective is just to clear up these question marks, right?
This is High Command A firm. We're just here to keep the peace, kill the Soviet guys that shoot at us, and after the 4 question marks are concerned and covered, then we can pull back.
Be advised, Alpha's taking heavy casualties. We're backing up to the tree line.
Yeah, go ahead, fall back, fall back. Use your vehicle for cover.
Christ, where's an AT gunner when you need him? He's bleeding.
Be advised, by the looks of it, we're missing a lot of guys, right?
You're only missing 3. But yeah, they just put a shit ton of smoke cover up. Ay, ay, ay. This rate, I'm gonna pull you out of the barn. Have you come over and say hello. So let me grab this guy now.
Alpha, you got contacts close, south-southeast. 20 meters.
See if anyone's pulling sector security.
Does anyone in Alpha read?
This is Marconi. I'm seeing lots of bodies down right now.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm sitting next to them wondering if anyone's on net. I need to know the status of their medic.
Crawling around. That guy, I guess, got dropped by that rocket. Oh, excuse me, that
From what I can tell, only
grenade.
one
He woke back
person with
up.
the radio is up right now.
I have a really evil idea.
There wasn't.
Sika Bliatz! Sika Bliatz! Sika Bliatz! Granada! 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 Oh, that was mean. Oh, that one grenade.
I found Seymour, he's down.
Let's start toggling some unconsciousness here every 20 or 30 seconds. Try to poke someone back up. Wow, a lot of them are pretty badly fucked. That is why you hold sector security. Yeah, most of them are not even waking back up.
Yo, Ruling, you awake?
And air just pancakes.
Anyone from command team alive?
Possibly shot down.
This is JSEC, I'm up, I got commander, he's down. We're gonna have to load all
cats. Pulling back.
Yeah, load everything in, retreat.
One grenade is pretty nasty. That's why we enforce spacing. They're gonna load up who they can and
all forces pull back north.
Pull back because their chopper also
forest.
just got shot down because I put that put that ZSU piece
Squad
up a bit
leads, how
more.
many medics are up?
But let me yeah, he fired on him. Ouch. But I adapt the forces accordingly. And I got this BTR coming up. Yeah, so most are dying now. I changed my tactics, they gotta change theirs. But yeah, hey, if you want to come and join in, if you're tier 1 right now,
this is Arma.
now would definitely be a good time to do it because they gotta get a lot of people reinserted after that one. I'd recommend they do it by air. Have one of the transport Hueys bring some people up. But good old Sika Bliatz, Granada. Ouch.
Ground is Alpha. We pretty much got in squad wiped. We're all back at base waiting reinsert.
Makarov, relay to Fox and Iberg that they are to take a Chinook with reinserts back.
Yep, there we go.
When everybody has respawned.
I'm trying to waypoint him so he doesn't hit the fucking mines.
Makarov.
There we go. That's just me putting the 70 down. My 2 squads got wiped though, so this is kind of becoming, this was going to be a support vehicle. Now it's a scouting vehicle to come see what's going on. But yeah, those HE grenades are a lot, I think those are the most effective grenades I've ever seen used. The amount of casualties on the player base, good God. But we basically caught them with their pants down. The flanking squad came around, and yeah, it was just brutal. I'm not going to take hostages. I don't have any units close enough to take them hostage. Otherwise, I guess I would, and then I'd put them in that town by the these hostages. But as you can see, they've been getting shot by U.S. airstrikes. So Blastage, I'm just going to kill them off because they're all getting reinserted via Chinook, and Ratkeen's pulling them back with the 113. So again, we pushed them back. So they're bringing these, they're using the Hueys to filter people up. I thought I heard them say Chinook, but I guess they're changing the pace.
Ground, this is Armor.
They gotta be careful though, because if they go too far, air is gonna, or AA is gonna, excuse me, it's AAA. AAA is gonna shoot them down. Alright, so they're gonna regroup and come back. We'll see how it all goes. Yeah, hostage Sis. I don't know. So they knew that there were hostage civilians there, and yet they still did strafes on the town. ZCU's down, trucking dudes. EI and trucks, bonfire, and then they've got that boxed in for some reason on the left side. I think the ZSU's on the other one, but whatever. So they know my positions fairly well. It's just what are they going to do about it, you know? Because they had that plan drawn. They're going to go into that town, but, you know, I fought them back. With 2 squads of infantry and a few well-placed grenades. So yeah, from here they can't really see much, but I'm just trying to maintain the flank. Alright, so Huey's landing reinforcements. How bad are these guys? Not bad at all. I'm just being really strict today. Like I said, I'm playing a bit more with the difficulty settings, because it's easier for me to just... Well, then again, this isn't the most difficult they fought, but, really it was just the use of grenades, since they were, tightly spaced. Didn't really work out for them. I'm gonna send this guy back. It's just using adaptive tactics on a lax player base can be very, very brutal. He doesn't want to follow these guys in the damn forest, so I'm going to drive him in manually. So I'm going to park him in there. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Got some blood on his flak jacket there. But yeah, they're remounting the 113s.
We're gonna hold back in the woods and we're gonna have
there.
air set up to cover that entire goddamn field.
Infantry, we got a BTR coming in from the south somewhere. Air is on it.
So much for my recon, BTR. Ouch.
Infantry, BTR is down. Clear to move up.
Well, we know we pissed them off. And let's see, so I still got my AA piece right here. Gonna make him go behind that tree. I still got my statics here overwatching the main road. Righto, Danny.
Alright, so Alpha, we have these 2 M113s. We're going to use them to kind of blitz across the field under the cover of air.
Is it going to just blitz right to the forest into the town?
Hey, firm, the town's surrounded by fields on pretty much every side. We got to get up close somehow.
Hey, King.
M117 should have enough protection against this. The AKs and the grenades.
Yeah, as long as the M113s keep high speed, we should be able to avoid any RPGs as well.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. These SPG-9s can be assholes. And if they're not being assholey enough, I will remote control them to make sure that
the
they
vehicles
are
have smokes as well they can use to cover their advance.
So they're all just sitting up right here. We're waiting to have them advance. Ouch, they've got a dead guy in the back of their car. See, as a Zeus, though, it's always... One can find it daunting to, you know, Zeus an operation where the guys, the player base has total control of the air.
Also, Grant, I'd recommend putting guys with some form of automatic fire in
they
the
got air
command
superiority fires,
that way they can
fighters, and yeah, it can be difficult, but you just gotta
good idea.
Well place your AAA, keep it mobile, keep it hidden, and hopefully, shall we? You just gotta pray that that they have bad eyesight today. So I'm going to delete that chopper so it deletes the floating body. That's still becoming a cooked off mess. And it looks like they brought an OM bird over. Just to drop off 5th Ace, and he gives a salute. So those two are probably going to get back in a
take
Cobra.
This time, we need to reorganize because a whole bunch of late joiners have joined.
Roger that.
So the squad cohesion is now completely ruined.
Yeah, we started with 20, we got 28 people on the
Let's,
server now, so...
take this town then.
A little bit of a balance. Yeah, it's true, Tootie. We could always use some more assets, especially in the jet department, so they can dogfight, but... You know, we work with what we got. So if anyone has any questions on the op layout, feel free to ask, because we got a bit of a lull here. Just waiting for them to re-advance so we can schwack them all over again. Love how Schultz marked as a machine gunner, but he picked a standard M16. Silly bastard. We need more M60s for suppression. Cheeky Breeky Squad is on the case. Will there be more ops today? It's only going to be this one. Because then we're going to be working on Postscriptum, and then I got to go see Deadpool 2 with some old friends. I want the big aviator shades. There they go. My only fear is they decide to just waltz up this main road and the SPG-9, the SPG-9 is going to remind them that it's never a good idea to do something like that, but we'll see.
This is Arma, so just to confirm, you want us to drop you off in the forest patches to the north of our town to our southwest?
You know what, I'm thinking after all the bullshit that's happened, I'm actually going to pull the guys out of this town.
We're blitzkrieging, that's what we're doing.
Roger, we'll try and pick the best buildings for that. We'll be split up of your landing.
I'm going to pull these guys back. Because they're wounded too,
Armor,
so...
when you hit the field, get your smoke
I'll pull them out of
and
the AO, because they survived multiple airstrikes, for fuck's sake.
Copy.
Some of them are dead and knocked unconscious, you know, so...
Make sure you have those gunners gunning.
Yeah. So they're gonna now blitzkrieg it. Okay. I mean, another thing is the mines. But, yeah, we'll see it. But it looks like they're gonna veer off the road and they're just gonna charge in. So they're still gonna charge into that position.
Line down. As soon as you hit that open space, just click C. You've got a lot of vehicles driver smoke.
Yeah, that guy's also dead. But that's fine. We're getting these guys out at this time. So there's not much really left there, and they're leaving this position, so I'm going to delete all that stuff off. I guess I'll send this team to that side of the forest to cover their retreat. But yeah, it looks like so they're coming in just as I'm pulling my guys out. I was about to say, are they going to charge past? Because I can tell them that that's a bad idea. Or show them. One of the two. Oh, you're completely glitched out. Alright, let's fix you guys. Send you in over here to cover their retreats. Alright, you would... Okay, no, you wouldn't see that smoke. You're a dead boy. Otherwise, they're gonna breach and clear the rest of this. Am I invisible? Yes, I am.
Getting the chest. Getting the leg.
You Americans suck, you know that?
Eat my ass.
Well, you kinda shot us up with your, Cobra, right? Is that what it's called? Wasn't very nice.
As I said before, do not engage in town.
The Soviets left literally just as you came in.
America! Fuck
Vacuum.
yeah.
Visual 1.
Alright,
Look,
Alpha, the view of the town is clear. Prepare
What
to
the fuck is teacher doing?
start moving towards the other towns.
Can we please just reorganize the squads first? Because as I said, it's...
Yeah.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Oh, that didn't sound good. That's a jet, and that bomb was probably on my, yeah, AAA.
Alright, then Alpha, go ahead and regroup on the southeast side of town. We'll reorganize over there.
Let's try to set up a counterattack. Let's see more got up here.
Hold fire on the civs.
You're not crippled, you're just carrying 2 backpacks.
Send him around. Because he wouldn't pull south where there's insurgents, he'd go to US territory.
Take the one off your backpack on the ground, and then go to self-direct equipment.
Silly
Well
bastard.
then, swap it with this backpack. Alright, come on, Alpha, get all your guys on the southeast end of town, and we'll reorganize there.
Everyone fall back to town.
Hello, Pogo.
Andrew said, are you on 60?
I'm on 60.
Yeah, we have heavy.
Fall back to town, guys.
Contact! Oh shit!
So I'll teleport away now.
Contact Sal.
That's an armored vehicle. That sounds like it hit.
You alright?
Get that vehicle the fuck away from the infantry! Yeah, I'll do that.
I think I killed the driver, actually. Yeah, that just murdered the driver. Not even a chance to ace heal. Good God. They're backing that piece back.
Can we get... Is air on operation right now?
Hey, let's actually teleport back and listen to comms.
Support.
Get away from that vehicle. Be done in about 30 seconds.
No, give me the...
Let me go grab whoever's down
Not
there.
the RPG-5, that's a grenade. Fuck's sake.
Carry who's ever down.
Get away from that vehicle. You guys need to run to your west.
Hey, Jones is up.
People, fall back west. Fall back west. Fall back west.
Need to pull back some.
Blue team, fall back west.
They're moving.
I got a bullet now.
Oh shit. We just lost like a whole team.
I mean, they were shouting, pull back, and let me guess, they were still all around that vehicle. Yep. All around that vehicle. Silly, silly bastards. This is going to be an interesting debrief, though, because I'm not... They're transmitting their orders to each other. They're yelling them over comms, and no one's following them. Let's see if we can wake some people up. Because this is basically going to turn them into walking wounded. so some of them are too close to cooking off Vic to be woken up. Yep. If you're told to get away from a vehicle because it got RPG'd, you should probably get away from it. But that's another infantry squad wipes. Those guys have pulled out of the AO. Where's the cripple guy? He still isn't out of the AO just yet.
Andrew's unconscious.
You are hella fucked up.
Anyone more down over there?
Fuck. I was hoping this AA would be smart enough to self-designate his target. But at least that Lays lock-on would freak him out. Yeah, so Ozzy, he bleeds out too quickly. Skadoosh looks like he's covered his wounds. Yeah, they're running back. They got Rulin. They're pulling everybody back. I don't think anyone's gonna die here because they got quite a few wounded to take care of.
Someone bandage Sandusa. I'm working on 3 more. One bandage Sandusa. He's still got a pulse. Someone tourniquet him.
So far, so good. Trying to see if that A-10's coming in for another gun run, but it looks like he's just climbing on altitude.
Wow, he is.
I do not hear his engine sound.
No. You working on Antusa or not?
So they pulled this guy around. They're working on him. He's out of the AO by now. We're just delaying the inevitable for him. Just trying to think, like, maybe I could pull something out from the reserves to send against them, but it's gonna take me time to mobilize. Oh, this position was fucking taken care of. Alright. Oh, they lost an A-10 to it. Ha, I didn't even notice. I guess I could pull back my 2 marksmen.
There's also a man down right out here.
I want to keep that Ural. I guess we'd send this one. So I'll drive them out manually then. That way when they all aggro, we'll go from there. But this is a truck filled with guys. But every squad lead, as long as there's a squad lead up, that means I have a radio so people communicate.
Ground command, this is Arma.
Ground command is currently down.
Alright, who's assuming?
Right now, I mean, just pass whatever you've got.
Alright, how about we load some of these bodies up into the armor and we push back to the, that cleared area. Since we can keep healing inside of the Vicks.
It's a fantastic idea, but I think we've got too many casualties to be able to effectively move everybody. It'll take us longer to move them than to treat them.
Copy.
Alright, so get this right here. Yeah, with that many people, Cab, it would be unfortunate if, you know, a random grenade came over, but we have to get a unit over there to give that random grenade, so thanks for the 350 or 385 spot. But, let's see what happens.
Yep. Good.
So I'm gonna do a bit of balancing here to make sure we don't have a single unit run in front of everybody.
Infantry, we got more enemy infantry moving in from our south.
A-firm, we're attempting to set up defenses around the medical areas.
Rocket away! I don't know if that got him or not.
Hey guys, we're gonna have hostile infantry moving in.
Yeah, looks like he flared it out. Yep, I had a wave, they got hit. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
Hey Seymour, Aussie Thunder over on the other side of this wall is in a bad way.
I'm gonna re-garrison what I got and continue the attack. Because I still got 10 guys for a full squad.
Let's give them a warm welcome.
Looks like they're smoking with the vehicles and pulling back. This guy, I'm gonna have come over here. Get his missile reloaded.
Into the trenches.
Don't advance up into the smoke, Andrew.
Oh shit, well, Lolo just died.
Skadoosh. Yeah, let me join you.
Yeah, go do it.
Let me see if I can get an ammo car brought up to that position so I can keep the AA reloaded.
Air, are you able to do anything for us here? Like, blow up the enemy?
Air is coming away. Air is coming in.
Ah, good, you're still
Teacher, have air just fire out that white smoke to the southwest.
Ah, fuck it. Too many people have gone down. We're gonna pull back. Yeah, they dropped a giant-ass bomb back here.
This is A10 to base. Clear the runway. And prepare fire trucks. I'm coming in very, very broken.
Oh, so the Igla still got him.
Do not push into the white smoke, people. Fall back from the white smoke.
Ground command back on station.
He's coming in on a very bad vector. Oh, that does not look good.
Alpha squad lead up.
Wait. Oh, he might hit the helicopter. So the people that took the fucking helicopter. If you remember, there was a reinsert where they took one of the OMs to bring a guy up. I guess they didn't. They put it back at a really bad spot. Have to pay respects.
Hey, hi, can we get a airfield cleanup?
I'd like to remind everyone, if you take a helicopter, I have them placed in specific spots for a reason, so if you lazily put them in the airfield, air's gonna crash into them when they try to land.
Oh, are you here? You floating? Hello.
What you doing?
Whoops. They heard me locally, but...
And dude in red.
Yeah, so all my guys are down from that attack. I'm gonna play defensive now.
There, get in it.
So this guy I'm actually just gonna replace because he's not wounded at all, but you know, this will let him re-grab his AA piece. I'll put him back on the hill over here. But that, you know, it's my ammo box, so I can grab my Iglo rockets again.
Hey man, can you hear me?
Well, he was right about he did need the fire trucks.
Just checking if you could hear me. What's been going on? I just got up here.
Yeah, they got a majority of their guys.
Casualties, so
Is there,
I guess.
Alright, is there a squad that I can join?
Slightly off, it seemed.
And we're gonna have to make a pod position.
Also, there's a third squad with some other people that are not full.
Yeah, but doesn't have the second.
Oh, well. Well, one of our AA guys survived. No, Marksman, not so much.
Alright,
Lost a few guys, but we're still up.
Where'd we establish that pod? We probably put it right. Actually, no, we got the ammo truck, so we would have it, you know, set up with the ammo truck. Take one of these guys out, put him out by... Oh, fuck. Well. This guy has the squad lead. I think by now they'd just be ordered to start firing at that town.
Brett King Homebrew, do either of you copy me on 50?
So first we're going to give a ranging shot, give it way off.
Go for armor.
We don't have anyone to self-designate, so I'm just going to level the town.
That is affirmative. We pulled back. Didn't want to get taken out there.
Be advised, the IDF just landed west of town.
Actually, yes we do. Here. We put a blind shot to kind of adjust.
Alright, all infantry squad, prepare to pull back into the woods south or north.
That's just a ranging shot to blindly go without someone actually like calling the ranging.
Pick up and start moving north.
We gave him a short range radio. He'll get on the edge of town here and watch them hit.
He's good.
So this is gonna make them pull back.
Fall back to the woods, guys.
Got it. Pick him up. Get moving. Come on. North. North.
Tree line north. Go. Pick him up. Tree line north.
Fall back north. Fall back north.
So until he's told to do adjustments, we're just gonna shell them to make them think about pulling back, or at least put some fear in them.
Oh, we're moving to the tree line north of us. We're gonna finish getting our wounded up, and
So
then we're gonna load up
maybe by
in
the
you
time
and
they
do
get
the
there,
kind of
this
same
guy will
blitz
get
tactic
into
in order to cross the open
properly.
field to the next town. I'm gonna have Air try to soften up the perimeter a bit.
Things out. Soften up the perimeter of which town? The civilian town?
Teacher, could you coordinate Air, see if there's any sort of emplacements around the perimeter of the town, and if there are, have them strike anything on the outside of the town that could impede our assault armed.
Copy that.
I hear something. Oh, that's one of their jets. Yeah, it's this nice little blue line right here. That's one of their jets going over. Where's my boogieing guy? Yeah, he wouldn't he wouldn't have seen that smoke yet, so they're just gonna say I didn't see it, repeat that previous fire mission. There's plenty of ammo in that gas.
Alright, Alpha, let's work on getting your guys up, and then we're gonna do the same assault on Montignac as we did on the small town here.
Yeah, understood. I just want everybody to just sort the squads out.
If they blitz Craig and they get on the side of this SPG-9, it's not going to go too well.
Hey, Firm, once we get the guys up, we can also
So these guys are all dead.
Go ahead and reorganize yourself.
Wow. Alright, he kinda sees
Also,
the smoke
make
through
sure
that strike.
that your guys are doing
Like, yeah, I
medicing
see
next to the
smoke.
M113 so that if that fire gets closer to us, we can immediately load them in, get mobile again.
Hold on, let me poke my head up. Excuse me, I said to poke your head up, bro. There you go. Yeah, okay, so white smoke. I remember where the previous smoke was. You guys were lawn a bit. Move it a bit closer. Adjust your shots a bit southeast. Say by a hair, a few hundred meters. Something like that. Now let me also TP myself right here, so we can keep listening to them.
So
Troll's halfway, he'll be up in about 25 seconds.
Have a squad together, basically.
Yeah, my guy.
Hog. With that, I don't think we'll have a medic.
5%. Seconds.
He's gonna be crawling
Yeah,
and designating with that little radio.
Yeah,
I'm already your shit. Go green then.
Gold's up.
What's up?
Yeah.
1.
Join the squad.
He's holding the grenade this time.
South and go green.
I think everyone's up now.
Go here.
Alright, I didn't hear those shots. I heard those shots, but hard to see those smokes. Readjust again, so that's gonna put it about right there.
Where's Seymour?
Right now, set green.
Here.
Will you pack
You know,
fucking chest crippled?
This was a hair, that's a hair.
I'll pack it.
Fucking mount up. Let's go.
Equidistant.
I was waiting for us to get done bringing everybody back out.
Alright, 10%. Be done in about 45 seconds.
Andrew, there's also 3 dudes back at base.